Okay, we need to see if we can reach our priest from outside. I just added this all on. It doesn't fit. I just blocked that door for the purpose of this video, so it'd be neat. Now, this one was a real bugger because I was up to where I was making railroads, and I don't want to give up a bunch of powered rails for one emerald, but this was his only first option. It's like the librarian with that first option being the clock you don't want, or you don't want to pay 12 or whatever it is for it. But I finally reached the point where I bit the bullet, because the smith with the diamond armor and the priest are, to me, the very best options in the game. Okay, I bit the bullet and did that. He sells Eyes of Ender. Now, if you've got access, I think it's what, a blaze powder and an ender eye. If you haven't found a fortress, this is, as far as I know, your only source of Eyes of Ender. Talking way too much, and I hope this isn't just boring as crap. But anyway, to me, that's a good deal. Except that, of course, I'm making all my own now. It's no big deal to me. But to me, that's not crap. Okay, we do that. Okay, this is not a good deal. Who hasn't got like redstone dust falling out of their, eye sockets or whatever? Except for those guys that do those neat songs with the no box, like the Mario theme and all that stuff. I love those, but I couldn't begin to do one. But it's another option. You give him some money, he kicks on. Okay, if you bring him, this is the double here. If you bring him a diamond chest plate and put it in here and give him 4 emeralds, he will enchant it for you. This one makes projectile protection 3. If you're like me, I always if I'm fighting a bunch of monsters, I always target the skellies last, because they're not going to kill me. I'm going to take out the zombies and the spiders and the creepers, and that means I'm going to take a lot of arrows. So to me, this is a hell of a good deal. I've also bought blast protection armor from a different priest, and I lost my priest here. He was one of the ones that buggered off into the caves and never came back. And he was selling Protect 4, and to me, that's as good as it gets. So anyway, so that to me is just really great. That saves you. That can take a 30 level enchantment to get. So that's 30 experience levels for 4 emeralds. I'll take that in a heartbeat. Okay, this not so good because I don't enchant iron armor. However, now that I think about it, if it's only costing me 2 emeralds, what the hell? But you bring him an iron chest plate, 2 emeralds, he'll enchant it. And it's fire protection 1, which in the nether world is a lot better than fire protection none. How that responds to lava or anything, I don't know. We might be able, I've got some silly stuff set up. We might go ahead and check that out if I remember. Okay, next, obviously, I worked the priest hard. Bring him a sword, 4 emeralds, he enchants it. We get sharpness 1. Now my priest who buggered off and got drunk on the wine, and the wine they're supposed to be doing other things with, and went down in the caves, he had a good one, and I don't remember what it was. I'm not fond of knockback except creepers, so it was something good. It was like sharpness and smite or something like that. But sharpness affects everything. It's just a boost to how hard you hit. Smite is undead, I believe. So, but all the sharpness 1 swords, and without the knockback, you're right on top of them, and you just pound them silly until they go down, and the loot there right in front of you. So this is not a great enchantment, but it's a good general enchantment. And some of them give better ones, and eventually he will get tired of doing this one, and probably another one will cycle through. Okay, so we've done that one, and I'm using that. If you haven't been to the nether, if you don't like the nether, 3 whole blocks of glowstone is not a bad deal for an emerald. So, or I think it's not. I actually bought some maybe in the sandstone world before I went there. Okay, next option. Alright, iron sword I'm not thrilled about. For emeralds, he makes it into a sharpness 1. Well, since I've got that option on a diamond, I don't want that particularly. Alright, that's his last option. I don't know if I've tried to kick him past it or not yet. I'm pretty happy with the armor he's selling me and the sword he's selling me. Although I wish he'd sell that one out and give me a better diamond one. Oh, that's 4, not 1, you turkey. Okay, we have our sword. That was the last option. Are you happy? Yes, I'm very happy. I've been into the wine. Yep, stuck on that. I brought some iron with me, and I might try to kick him past that. How many options is he doing now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 might be why he hasn't kicked over yet. I might have to be able to try to kick him off with one of these other ones first. What's the cheapest? Redstone or glowstone? I might buy a bunch of glowstone and see if I can kick him off with glowstone, because it might just be he's got the max one. And I don't know. I really don't. And some of that stuff's hard to find on Google and videos. So that's my priest, and like I said, I think he's... Oh! Okay, the sound's back up to about 30, and I picked up the cat, so I hope the chickens are right outside. I hope the chickens, etc., don't make you crazy. Let's do 2 swords. Come on, I know you're happy. Mr. Priest that enchants sharp objects for the kill. Well, he doesn't do it to... I guess you could kill villagers, but he does it to fight the evil monsters. And no, he didn't kick. Well, let's do all the rest of them. As I said, you don't have to actually go to it. You can just set up the option and make sure you have what you want in your report there. Let's see. I'm going to save that last sword. I know you're happy. Okay, sword. Nope, didn't click. Maybe 8 is the maximum. The other thought there was to buy some stuff from it. We were going to buy some glowstone. Fortunately, it stacks. How much glowstone will you sell? Oh shit, I just threw all my emeralds in there. What a tard. Okay, that did kick that option out, but I don't have any emeralds now. I'm going to have to break into the house. It'll take a minute, it's no big deal. And no, that wasn't the arthritis, that was just stupidity, thank you. There's our emeralds. I want to block that off so they have to stand up there and take care of their business arrangements. But this is the house they were in originally, and it's where they went in the night, and I walled them in. So there's something bad, something calamitous like fire. I replaced a bunch of wooden houses just on GPs. I got really paranoid when every villager I had buggered off, and replaced the wood in some houses, and I made sure I locked up a few villagers. You could lock them all up, but actually that's, yeah, we could just go right through here to get to him. I kind of like having him out here on the balcony. Okay, what are we trying to do? We emptied out one of his slots, so now he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. And I probably should have saved some swords, but... Okay, let's see if he'll kick. Come on, you know you're happy. There, he nodded at us. Ah! There we go. Efficiency 3. That is not bad at all. And we bought a pick from our Smith against, we had a what, 3-to-1 ratio, 3 emeralds for one for one diamond, considering there's 3 in the pick, and we paid 10. So 3 1/3. I'm pretty sure you can't pay 1/3 of an emerald for anything. Wow. Well, that's golden. I could stop dicking with picks, boy. Put my stuff into weapons. That's just really great. Well, there you go. Doing this video has truly helped me out, and bless y'all. But see, he's doing an efficiency 3 pick, and if you didn't, that's better than I don't know how that compares to I don't remember if it's a half heart or 1.5 heart or what. You'd have some of this. You're gonna have to look up. But if you didn't have that other one's, that's not bad. Any benefit in fighting is a good thing. And he's got all these armor options. So to me, the priests are just golden. Let me tell you that. My priest in the sand world sells bottles o' enchanting. And if you look down at my experience, it's 28. Below that, there's a bar. I think there's 19 little dashes on it. A bottle o' enchanting, if you smash it on yourself, and you can do that with like a dispenser. I think you can. I think you can smash it against the wall and it'll splash on you. But don't do 5 and then go, well, it didn't. Use a dispenser and shoot yourself with them. But or try it, and if it works, keep on doing it. Anything I show you in a video that doesn't work, don't do it anymore, or use a little sense, please. Okay, it gives you a bottle o' enchanting, gives you 2 to 11 of those little dashes. So either you get like what, 1/9 of the bar or half the bar for 1 bottle. He was selling 2 bottles for 1 emerald. Okay, I didn't bring enough money. I didn't have enough money in that world at that time. I'm calling emeralds money. And so what happened was he stopped selling. However, he came back very quickly to another bottle o' enchanting option, and he's now willing to sell me 4 bottles for 1 emerald. And I haven't done it yet because I was going to build up just a mountain o' emeralds to buy my bottles o' enchanting and just run the table on him. Now, if you fight much, you know that I'm trying to think of where I've got sand. If you fight much, you know that you can do that. You can run up a couple of levels at night easy, out whacking monsters, so that's not like a big deal. If you feel it breaks the game, more power to you. I know you can add them to your inventory in creative, and I think it's a way for them to just pound tons of experience. So if you see somebody in creating that's got 8 million experience, I would be suspicious. I don't think I've shown my village yet. That's my house. That's my mushrooms. That over there that looks like a clown threw up is the sheep flock. There are many more chickens than that. Once you reach a certain point, they don't show up anymore. The cattle and pigs are mixed, which is probably an abomination of some kind. Sheep have reached critical mass. What I mean by that is I can go in there with like 10 sets of shears, and I wouldn't do that. 3's been the most I've ever done, and wear all of them out continuously, because there's enough grass and enough sheep that there will always be at least 4 to 6 sheep in there somewhere to shear continuously forever. So that's critical mass. That double fence is a pile up against the west. Clouds go to the west. They pile up on the west end of their grazing area, and I assume push each other through the damn fence. All that out there, if you've seen me hunting, like in the blooper reel, that's the hunting area. I cleared out the trees, and they'll wander out there, and anything that moves out there I kill. I just don't want anything out there but monsters. That's one hunting lodge. You probably won't be able to see it on video, but there's another one on that hill. There's the pumpkin and watermelon patch. That house was here when I got here. That house was here when I got here, I think. Oh, might have added, I don't remember adding on to that house. That thing that looks like a church was here, of course. It always is, or not always, but, well, maybe always. That house was here. That house was here. That house was here. There's a bunch of that whole addition over there, and that addition over there, and that addition along the side and over there. And those I added. Those are later. But these were added in the hopes of if I added more doors, I'd get more villagers when I managed to dig those two out of the caves. It didn't happen, and we'll talk about what I had to do to fix that, which is basically that horrible looking building there, which is, I guess they're referring to it as a love shack. And you build one building, it has a ton of doors on it. The thing about those extra buildings I built, and I'll have to recheck Wiki to make sure I'm not lying to you, and of course I didn't bring a shovel like an ass, but, building extra doors. If a villager doesn't get within, I think it's 30 or 15 blocks of them, they don't count. They're dropped from the census of the village. And with me letting them run free, they're finally finding those doors, and I made some extra ones there. And so that's why that one building that had 2 guys in it now has 4 guys in it. I'm going to shut up and dig down and see what else we want to do on trading.